going to put on the chart. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Is anyone in here? Okay, I'm just going to take notes. What's some stuff to talk about? Interest rates? Maybe? Growth stocks, crypto. Anyone chatting? Hello all, welcome. If you guys are in here, just drop me a message, say something so I know you're watching. It says I got 11 people on here right now, so. It's been a while since I've live streamed. It's all back to normal. Yeah, things are been back to normal. I had some neighbors who had to pretty much rebuild the entire interior of the house. But yeah. That happened in February, actually. The freeze over. That was in February. Jaime Man, Caesar. It's been a while. Georgia the patio guy. What's up, man? Straight out of Miami. What's up, Neville? How are you doing? I know things have been quiet since Nano Dimension took a hit. So I know not everyone's going to be joining in this stream just because of you know, people are you know, a little sad. Nice curtains. Josu Sam. Oh god. What's up, dude? Appreciate it. They're too short. Need to get some long droopy ones. It blocks out the sun better. Yo, we gotta go lift. We gotta go make some gains. Josu Sam. We gotta go work out and, you know, build the muscles. What good is all the money we make if we can't go out and enjoy it when we're older, right? So you gotta work on our health, personal life, business life, health. Crucial parts of your crucial aspects of life. Crucial aspects. So I have not brought up the charts yet. So the second you guys want to pull up some charts, or you guys are just trying to do the ask me anything, that's totally on y'all. Black cardboard. Paper? What do you mean? Maybe I should talk about Safe Moon. I know Safe Moon was popping off before all this crap, before this downturn. What's up, Dan? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, by the way. Things are going. Get ready tomorrow. It's lasagna night. So you don't want to lift, Josu? Daniel, you don't want to lift? You don't want to go work out, get some gains? Does this kind of interfere? Oh man, now you can't see the chat though. Let me see what I can do here, guys. I'm gonna change the font to black while it's there. Did I do anything? Oh crap, now I can't even see your chat anymore. Is it not black? There you go. NNDM bottom. Yeah, it's definitely pretty close to the floor. Oh, Daniel, so you already ate, dude? Damn it. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm fasted, but I'm on an empty stomach right now. I definitely want to go work out. Let me fix my camera, guys. Just don't want it in front of my screen. Okay. They're hiring in Florida. They got some new openings. I think I looked at their on their website for their careers. I was trying to look to see if they would have a position for me, but I'm not qualified for any of the things they need right now. They need material engineers, material scientists, and probably mechanical engineers, I would imagine. It's been pretty quiet though during this this downturn. You're walking your dog right now? Nice. You know, I wondered what it would be like to do a vlog style on this channel. If you know what I mean, like get some outdoor clips, but talk about any action going on in the markets. You know what I mean? Possibly finding some new stocks or talking about these stocks, but outdoors. Curious. Let's see what Doge is doing. Dogecoin. Looks pretty much identical to the Bitcoin chart right now. Almost can't tell the difference. See that? They look identical. It's all manipulation, guys. You guys want to pull up Nano Dimension? After it dips. Yeah, I mean, I would say right now it's pretty the more they start using their cash that they've built up over the last 6 months, the lower their market cap could go. So if they're holding on to the cash, the price floor is a little taller. But the more they spend it, the lower the price floor goes. So just keep that in mind. Walking my dog. Yep. I want to go walk my dog and talk about stocks. All right, I got a bunch of topics on screen. If you guys want to talk about any of those, you guys let me know. We can dive deep. We trying to look for new growth stocks? What are you guys trying to look for right now? Like, what is your sentiment in the market right now? Do you guys think that, you know, this is the bottom? Are you guys just kind of watching? Are you guys actively buying? Is this your first year investing? Are you guys long-term investors from ages ago? What do you guys think? More videos, the better. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I have not been posting anywhere near as much whenever Nano Dimension was rising. On the way down, it's been very slow. Yeah, I guess on YouTube, I'm still learning how to become an entertainer more than just like a teacher or something. 1 for 10. So they're doing a reverse split. I remember a lot of people were talking about this for a while. Let's look at top ships. This was a meme stock. Why do you ask? Well, because look at the price. I mean, these are pre-split, obviously, but look at this. 50, was it 5 million or yeah, 5.5 million down to $1.50. But that doesn't account for these splits, of course. For stock splits, I like using macro trends a lot. So, like, for example, for top ships, I would just look up tops. I would just click any of these, really. And then you go to prices, and then you go to, oh, they have ads now. That's new. Prices, and then stock splits. And then you could see, like, what exactly has happened. You could see any splits along the way. But, yeah, previous high in top ships was actually around $22 with adjusted stock price. So 55 million, I mean 5.5 million, not at all accurate, but if you account for stock splits, it's actually around $22. So, you know, the more you know, don't just look at price, guys. It goes. Ooh, man, he shorted Bitcoin at 65. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's not for everybody, though. Not everyone's able to short stocks. Some people are more speculative in nature than others. It's really hard to get the timing right, although buying a put option would be a better option, in my opinion, if instead of, or rather than shorting the stock, I would rather buy puts. It would have been pretty lucrative to have bought puts on Nano Dimension around, you know, above $15 a share. But yeah, shorting Bitcoin that's ballsy for sure. Investing 10 years, nice. You have a long track record then. So John, you probably are starting to master the psychology around investing by this point. Sorry about my throat, guys. I need water. Give me a moment, guys. I'm gonna go grab some. Nothing like a cold glass of water, but in a jug. What's up, Michael? It's been a while. Haven't heard from you. How are you doing? Did someone say BioNano? Is that BNGO? See, I'm trying to look at the chat and it doesn't update as fast as like on my screen. BNGO, BioNano. You know, I don't know too much about them. Really complex stuff, you know, genomics. I don't know shit about genomics, you know, like you really have to be a pro to understand it, I guess. I feel like materials are a little bit easier to grasp through like nanodimension than it is, you know, genomics. Yeah, everything looks the exact same, honestly. The whole market, everything looks the exact same. So that just, it's like really indicative of just market manipulation for the most part. Tesla, you know, I haven't looked at Tesla in a minute. Yeah, Tesla is trading right on the 200-day moving average. So this is investor fair value right now, guys. RSI is looking not as oversold as it could be, but it's pretty much at the bottom of the range. It's under 40, I think. What is it, like 42? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely ideal for a buy. I wouldn't be shorting it or buying puts or anything on Tesla right now. What's his face? Michael Berry, he bought a ton of puts on Tesla. I think he spent like 20 million bucks on Tesla put premiums to buy it. So, he's betting on Tesla going down, but remember those are short-term in nature anyways. He probably is more bullish on Tesla, but it doesn't mean he's long-term bearish on Tesla. 3,000 bucks. Yeah, I can see it happening. I mean, I see more. I mean, just like whenever you drive, like go out for a drive, you know, go to work or you're going to, you know, get groceries, whatever, you're seeing more and more Teslas on the road. So that should be a tall tale sign that they're expanding. I don't see less Teslas. I just keep seeing more and more of them. I see them every day now. It used to not be like that. Still down about $250,000 in investments. Damn, that hurts. That hurts. From peak portfolio, I think I'm down maybe altogether in dollar amount or percentage. Percentage, I'm probably down about 40% from the top right now. 40-ish. Maybe 50% almost. But probably closer to 40% down. Dollar amount, it's probably like 50 grand plus right now. At least $50,000. It's a lot. But hey, if they keep printing money, 50,000 might be $1 one day. Who knows? Just keep the money printer running, and that 50 grand is going to be worth, like, you know, a glass of water in the future. Who knows? Use Siri for utilities? Wow. Yeah, Tesla is a force to be reckoned with. I'm a little indifferent with Elon tweeting so much about Bitcoin, especially because I'm invested in Bitcoin. But, I mean, he has his reasons, so I don't hate him at all. I still look up to Elon Musk. He's really like an idol as far as, you know, being an outside of the box thinker. He's really otherworldly when it comes to coming up with stuff. But yeah, it's kind of crazy what's been happening based on just him writing a few tweets. Yeah, I went to Colorado. I was in Georgetown last year, and I remember I got a 4-cylinder rental. This was like a small like crossover SUV, and it was like impossible to get uphill. I was driving from Denver to Georgetown, so I had to go through Denver. I went through. I don't think I passed through Boulder, but I went pretty much pretty far west, and the uphill was impossible. Like my foot was on the floor the whole time. But then I see Teslas just passing me on the mountains. Teslas are really good for high elevation areas, and areas where there's, you know, steep inclines just because of all the torque that you get from those cars. So yeah, if you live in a mountainous area, you're probably seeing even more Teslas than before also. Yep, ton of Teslas all over the place. So technicals, I like to keep my technicals like very simple, guys. I really only like to use RSI and moving averages. Those are like the easiest indicators to use. They're not always like perfect, obviously, because price is king, right? But for the most part, when you have like a bunch of convergence with these three, it's usually pretty indicative. But you also, before you make any moves based on just technical indicators, you have to see what's happening like on the grand scale of things. Yeah, see the balance sheet, federal balance sheets are going through the roof. They discontinued this, so this is old news. Ton of money. Is this discontinued? Oh no, this one's from May. Okay, well, we saw the first run in February. Dun, dun. Let me see. What's the federal funds rate right now? Yeah, so this has been pretty sideways too. 10-year treasuries. Sideways. Indecisive. Do you guys think they're going to raise interest rates anytime soon? What do you guys think? I think it's not happening yet. Oh, wrong page. Where is this? I'm going to move this over here. Sensonics, average 250 since January. Okay, so you're down like 20%, give or take. My average on Sensonics is pretty high right now, actually, because I sold put options on it. Okay, Sensonics, SENS. Oh, okay, so I had this green box here for months now, honestly, probably since like February. I drew this box here. Pretty much this box was saying that if for any reason price was in this box, it's pretty much like a good buy. Especially like with what they got going on right now, your like risk to reward is really like pretty good here within this box, just because it was previous resistance, and it's pretty much the area where price wasn't there for very long on the first run up. So yeah, pretty much we're in this area. Technical wise, we could be making a head and shoulders. We got a shoulder or a reverse head and shoulders. Got a shoulder here, head, making the other shoulder right now. So this could be another breakout move. Maybe if we get above this this point above like 230 and stay there. It's also previous resistance, also this area. So breaking, I mean, really the ideal thing you want to see is a move to like, you know, maybe $3, like pretty substantial move, and then a pull back and get that like further confirmation. So you'd want to see something like a bounce, like pretty much it rips through this and then it pulls back. And then depending what happens here, you could ride the first, breakout, but if you are a little more like risk averse, or you're more worried about how you time the market, then you could wait for the pullback. But I think if you're trying to buy Sensonics, why not average in right now, just because it's already sitting at support / resistance right now. AMC missing millions of shares. I'm actually not too sure about that news, Dan. I'm unaware. I think with Nano Dimension, the next quarter, maybe next 2 quarters, when we start to see the new revenue figures from their new acquisitions, that's going to make a difference in valuations. So we'll see what kind of revenues their new subsidiary companies are pulling. I think that'll be something of interest for us Nano Dimension investors. How much money they can produce from their new acquisitions, and hopefully them talking about some kind of merging of technologies. That would be nice. Now, as far as fundamentals for Sensonics, We still are waiting, remember, for the approval. I was actually on Facebook. Oh man, it's literally all on my phone. I'm using my phone to record this stream right now. I follow Sensonics, or I follow the Eversense on Facebook, and sometimes I did that on purpose so that way I can get like advertisements and things from them, so I could see like, you know, if people are liking it and like just, you know, what the sentiment around it is. There's a lot of positive feedback on Sensonics so far. Some people are a little skeptical from having to go to the doctor's office in order to get it replaced. But I mean, I feel like a lot of people with type 1 diabetes especially are willing to just look past that and just go and do that and have really accurate readings, because I've also seen a lot of comments of the accuracy too, that it really is a good product. So oh, also someone left a comment on Sensonics Eversense's Facebook page that they posted on the Dexcom page. So the Dexcom G6, which is a competitor for Sensonics on the Eversense, they posted a comment on the Dexcom, on one of Dexcom's ads, saying like, "Hey, you guys should look at the Eversense. This is like an alternative to the Dexcom." They got banned on Dexcom's page. They got totally banned for mentioning the Eversense. So I don't know. I mean, if you want to read between the lines, that could be something. So yeah, still very bullish on Sensonics and Nano Dimension. Fundamentals have only been improving, honestly. Price has got hit, but fundamentals are improving. And if you want to be like a super technical, like, you know how they say gold bugs, like a technical bug, I mean, we're looking at a giant flag right here, right? So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see where this goes, guys. But I wouldn't say worried is the right word right now. It's a little uncertain where the market's going, but nothing bad, really. Now, as far as AMC, I have not heard about that. Look like this. Yeah, the whole market looks like this, and then just kind of tapering down. That's pretty much everything in the market right now. Anything in growth, especially. God, absolutely. It's like trading altcoins without looking at Bitcoin. Makes no sense. Yeah. No, I agree with that. You have to look at what's happening in the bigger stocks. But the thing is, the Russell includes a lot of companies that I personally don't feel are worthwhile holding. So everyone's retirement funds are in those things, but I think at some point they'll find their way out of it. Yeah, I mean, the Russell's going sideways. Some Bollinger Bands would probably work here if you're like a day trader. Yeah, I mean, we're just chilling. Everything's sideways. It's pretty indecisive since February this year. I should also add that technicals are very subjective, by the way. No two people are going to chart the exact same way. Cardano at 150. I'm not sure. Cardano's ADA, right? Cardano. It had a nice bounce. Yeah. I mean, you're trading above this range right here. There is resistance, though, that you're going to have to get through at $1.50. I mean, it's really nice to use hindsight as an example. I mean, if we go back, like, what has price done? Peaked above this. Any breakout traders who bought definitely got pulled out of the market on this way down. So if you're right here and you haven't seen anything to the right, well, you'd probably be buying up this bull market, getting a drop, got stopped out probably, and it has since just been trading upwards. Yeah, nice double bottom here at support, but we have resistance here. So we're still trading between this high and this low. These are, we're probably going to be in this range for a while. Yep. Give me a moment, guys. Deflation theory. I have not read her deflation theory yet. Big on playing inflation right now. Take a look at TMV. TMV, what is that? 20-year treasury. He's going to short this. Huh. This could be short-term in nature, right? But I mean, we'd have to break out of this range right here under like 72 bucks. I posted on my Patreon group a list of possible put options to buy, and this one probably would have been okay because I was talking about this at 80 bucks. But I'm not too sure where this one's gonna go. Malibu Boats is a pretty large recreational boating company. They have a really good financials, by the way, like very good financials. Oh wait, you can't even see my screen right now. Whoops. Believe in the theory that ARK is parking cash in Fang. I mean, are they sharing that in their daily reports? He's playing calls on TMV? Oh, okay. Yeah, the short position on Tesla I was aware of. I didn't know he got calls on TMV. ARK shares their trades at the end of the day. I mean, they don't share everything, but if you look at their portfolio holdings, you'll see, you know, what exactly they're buying. Thanks for the sub, Joker. Joker YouTube, I appreciate it. Look at staking. See, that's something. Are you talking about Ethereum staking, Alan? Poly at 88 cents. Poly. So there have been a lot of there's been a lot of like pushback on staking because essentially staking rewards the people who have the most coins. So essentially anyone who was able to grab any, like, I'm not talking just Ethereum. I guess this could apply to anything. Anywhere where there was like pre-mined coins or anywhere that you could have been early and it was basically distributed to a small group of people. With staking, essentially these people have, you know, they have the voting power because they can stake so much. So this is something that's controversial, but I'm not sure how much of a threat it really is. But as far as proof of stake versus proof of work, I think for security, proof of work wins because you can't get around the hardware and work requirement for securing a proof of work protocol like Bitcoin. Dogecoin works on proof of work too, so that's really something that could work in Dogecoin's favor over the long term, especially if we have people, billionaires like Elon Musk behind it. I'm still not much of a Dogecoin bull, but it's a project that I think is going to be interesting to watch, play out, especially with the support of so many people. I mean, I guess, I don't know if it does that for anyone unsubscribing. Probably not. Now back to Bitcoin and Doge. I think they can coexist, but it's going to be like totally separate worlds and use case. No one's going to be using Dogecoin for store value. That's my personal opinion. Is it raining? No, it's not. Yep, Dogecoin. I mean, all the markets are pretty much looking the same right now, surprisingly. How are the big ones doing? Facebook's huge. Microwrite just subscribed. Were you not already subscribed? I appreciate it, though. Unsubscribe and resubscribe. Yeah. Should I turn that off? Should I turn off the alert box? Jason, what's up? I appreciate it. Thank you for the subscription. So what do you guys want to be looking at right now? I'm gonna look at the fangs. How's Amazon doing? Also sideways. Let's go on a daily. Yeah, trading sideways. Where do you guys think Amazon's going? During this consolidation period, it's going to move sideways. But once we break out of this, where do you think it's going to go? Do you think it's going to pull some people out of the market downwards and take everyone up? Or vice versa? We got a double top here, but we also got a double bottom here. So everything's going to be trading in this range. PENMF. Is that a over-the-counter stock? I don't like this. This wick really throws this off completely. What happened here? Is this a stock split on the way down? What is this? Peninsula Energy. What is this? It's like an oil and gas company. Small oil and gas. 10 cents went to 14 cents. Yeah, I'm unaware of this. Netflix on the daily. Sideways. Sideways. Netflix. What's the last one? Google? Goog. Gotta look at Goog. Oh, Google's the one actually moving right now. These are all-time highs. Would you guys take the risk and buy puts on Google? I don't think I would, but I mean the risk to reward is not too bad right now at all-time highs. I mean, we're still in a bull market. So yeah, price floor. Nice little price floor right there. and price ceiling. Something to watch. I don't really like diagonal support and resistance, guys. Not a fan, just because it's so subjective. Like, this works, but this works too. So I keep those off. I like horizontal. Microsoft. Okay. Day trading is very confusing, and not many people make money off of it. In order to make money off of day trading and survive off the profits that you get from day trading, you have to be working with a pretty decent amount of money. Like at least $100,000 minimum. And even then, you could really hurt yourself. Microsoft's also trending. You got to sell it? Why'd you have to sell it? Just because you want to rebalance? That's fair. Is there anything here? Not really. I like going in hindsight here. Okay, so we're going to go back here. Does this work? We're going to use this as like a little area. Let me delete this. I don't know why that's there. Price ceiling, price ceiling, price ceiling. I like this line right here. Bounce, 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 bounce. Also, another area to bounce. Except I don't know. Price really moved out of this. Price hasn't really stayed around this very long. So, yeah. Microsoft is still trending up, guys. So, price target Microsoft is 260. So, you have an extra $10. That's like a couple percent. 4%. MindMed. I've heard of that. Eton 856 FDA approval the 27th, 29th. Get out 10-ish. So are you trying to day trade it? Now you have to figure out what kind of investor you are whenever you are involved in the markets. Are you going to be trading, investing, or are you just like totally speculating? Okay, hold on. I gotta read a few messages over again. Okay, I'm gonna look at ETON first because that's the one I saw first. You got in where? $10? This thing is very volatile. Yeah, this is definitely a day trade stock. You're trying to get out at 10, so you wanna breach this is what you're looking for? It's possible. I think that's possible. But if you're not one to like really do too much due diligence into this company, you're just trying to trade, I think a good stop loss would probably be below this, around maybe $6 something. But your risk to reward here is probably 1-to-1 if we were to measure from here to here down. Actually, your risk is a little higher. Yeah, here to here is like one range. And then, here, let me delete this. If you copy this, this is what 1-to-1 risk looks like from this point. This one should be red. I'll make it red. This one green. I'll put it back to the other color head. MindMed. MindMed. It had a run. It popped up. I would say on MindMed, if you want to try and time the market, it really looks appealing right here at $2. So you could just wait for this bounce Just give it some time, let it pull back some more, and kind of rest from this huge parabolic move it had to $6. Let it work its way lower. It might bounce off the 200 moving average if you're lucky, so I think you could be patient on MindMed. But if you already have it, this could be a time to average down, but that's entirely up to you, really. Irish lady, I haven't seen you in a while. Trimmed. I mean, actually, you haven't seen me in a while because I have not been streaming. It's backwards. I trimmed all of my positions to get into AMC. What, is AMC going to squeeze or something? Everyone trying to ride the squeeze on AMC? RSI is almost oversold, so I would be looking at that on a daily. On the higher time frames, it's kind of approaching that area too. So, yeah, that seems like a more speculative play. So just make sure you have your risk and reward set to where you want it. I own 0 AMC. I don't own any. SOS. Buy SOS tomorrow. What is this SOS? It's taking a pretty steep hit, just like the rest of the growth sector. It's below the 200. I'd probably wait for it to get back above the 200 MA. It's sitting right at, if we look back in May, this was actually a point of resistance. So we do have some bounces here around this price. So risk to reward looks good. But again, if you're not going to do your research on it, I would recommend putting some stop losses. But if you've done your research and you know the company is not going to dissolve, then just average your way down. This is a little bit oversold too, and below the moving averages. I mean, it looks nice. It does look nice. I'll tell you that much. It does look nice. Stock recount next week. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really I'm not really touching AMC just because there's like whenever you have singular news events that people are like looking up to, generally that's not a good thing, because then it's like, if that's all they got going for them is just this like news piece, I don't know, that's kind of that, I don't know, that doesn't really constitute me like deciding to park my money in something. The thing with Sensonics is they actually, they have sales, right? I mean, we're all looking forward to the FDA approval, right? But using Sensonics as an example over AMC, Sensonics has actually been improving as a business. Their product's improving. They have customers that are excited. I don't really see people excited about going to GameStop to buy games or anything like that. Like, there's too much uncertainty on the GameStop, for example, or AMC. I mean, people want to watch movies. I don't know why I keep talking about GameStop, because you guys are asking about AMC, but I mean, people are going to watch movies all the time, but if they keep movies an option at home, I think that's going to take some market share away from, going to movie theaters and things like that. But yeah, there's a lot of speculation around AMC and GME just because of that short squeeze that we experienced earlier this year. You've been a Microsoft investor since 2000? Nice. Yeah, you did very good then. AMC is pumping up. It definitely can run big and fast. It'll probably be like GameStop. I can see that happening. Anytime, Daniel. I appreciate it. Dawn. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking with MindMed. Yeah, on a technical standpoint, it looks like it has room to drop a little more if you want to time it. How many shares of Nano Dimension do I have right now? I've got 1,200 shares exactly right now of Nano. Nano Dimension, a dead cat. I wouldn't say so. They've got a lot going for them. I mean, in terms of stock price and financial results over the next couple quarters, it's probably going to be boring. But we're just betting on them commercializing at this point and showing us some more compelling printers that are capable of a lot more. But even what they have now is pretty feasible to use. A Census Surgical. That's ASXE. Yeah. I really don't have much to say about it fundamentally. I haven't looked into them too much, but between this low and high that was set, just expect to stay here. This is where you're going to be. I was looking at this for my friend who's like very hard-headed and doesn't believe me when I say that Dogalon is probably just another pump and dub, which it likely is. I sent him this. He didn't like it. I know he didn't like it, but that's where it was, and it ended up trading lower. Guys, just be careful where you put your money. You know, like really do your research. Don't just buy shit just because you want to, you know, try and be smarter than everyone else and, you know, make higher gains and like it. You want to buy stuff that's actually like good. You know, there's personally, my opinion, Dogalon, there's not shit here. There's nothing here. And excuse my language, but that's my opinion. Like the safe moon and all that, it's so sketchy, man. Okay, hold on. I got to read a lot of messages. I didn't realize how many people were sending stuff. Tomorrow we'll know if, yeah, possibly. As far as technicals go, yeah, we'll see what happens with Nano. How you been? I've been good, man. Just hanging in there, checking stocks, reading random articles, hanging out with the family, working out. I started exercising, and it's been good. Can't complain. That's the one I heard. Bill Gates robotics company. Ah, okay. Yeah, Andrew, I was just speaking generally, not tailored specifically to AMC. I'm just speaking generally. But yeah, I'm really unaware of what's happening there just because I don't really look into AMC or GameStop that much just because they're not really compelling businesses to me. Nano Dimension shirts. I haven't thought about that. You're going to buy Nano Dimension shirts? Where can we get some of those? Should I make a Nano Dimension shirt for this channel? Let me know if you guys would buy one if I design something that's really cool. The FDA approval will take years or a decade. Yeah. Yeah, that's robotics seems like a long drawn out process. I mean, look at Boston Dynamics. I think Boston Dynamics is a good example of that. Like they have crazy tech now, but it took them like when was their first video posted? Like 2007 or something. Yeah, they've come a long way, but robotics is definitely not a quick process. Not going to the movies will affect a lot more than movies. Okay, give me an example, Michael. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Like, I mean, I don't want to be the final opinion, guys. You guys share your opinion so we could talk about it because that's really the whole point of you know, determining what you guys decide to do. Really, marathon stock. Yeah, I'm all for sustainable Bitcoin mining. Yeah, marathon. It double bottomed here. It still hasn't really flipped trends. It's sideways. I wouldn't bet on Marathon yet. Really. That's where you're looking right now. If you want to play it smarter, you just wait for the breakout and wait for a bounce of some kind. That's the slow, boring way, or you could just buy it at the top and hope it breaks out. But I don't know how I feel about. There's a lot of mining companies. I'm not saying Marathon's bad. There's just a lot of mining companies, a lot of options. I personally would go out and buy my own rig. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that takes me to the next topic where I've spent a lot of time researching, guys. So anyone in here right now, I think this is super. So there's 59 of you in here right now. Okay, so that's 59 more people that are going to know about this. So I think the next big place to be doing Bitcoin mining is going to be using natural gas from flared gas at oil and gas well sites. So that probably doesn't sound like anything for the most part, but there's a company called wow, I already forgot their freaking name. Upstream Data, sorry. They're one of the companies that are doing this. So essentially what it looks like is, you know what? I think I have a presentation. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to look for this and I will bring it up for you. Okay, check this out. So I made this presentation like a couple weeks ago just because I was so like pretty much into the subject. So this is what I'm going to be trying to show people when it comes to flaring their natural gas. So with Bitcoin, you are able to mine using whatever source of energy you have. Okay, so there's something that this company called Upstream Data is taking advantage of, and it's actually been around for a few years now, but it didn't really start to gain traction until price started running, and it just became so lucrative, especially with this one, because you can get natural gas for really cheap, especially if it's just a byproduct from an oil well. So pretty much this is flaring, guys. This is like 12 slides, by the way, so it's not too long, but yeah, wow, I'm glad I remembered this, so you guys could at least like learn about this. So if you didn't know it existed, now you do. Okay, so flaring impact, why are flaring solutions so important for operators? Operator emissions profiles. So operators are just the people who run the oil well. That's in short, that's it. I'm no oil and gas expert, but I've done some research, so this is how I understand it. In addition to noise and light from flaring emits black carbon, methane, and volatile organic compounds into the atmosphere. It's in the best interest of these operators to focus on producing producing oil and not worrying about the regulatory bodies like the Railroad Commission here in Texas about their flared gas. So they pretty much it is in their best interest to not flare gas. How can they not flare gas? We will get to that very shortly. Whoa, that was sketchy. This is what flaring is like. Gas in the environment. This is byproduct. Oil out of the ground. It's bringing up oil and gas and water, not just oil. Pulling up oil and gas. So anyways, that is that. Next. Let me see. Are you guys still in here? You guys are probably still in here. Okay, next. Bitcoin mining solves this because you are able to monetize this otherwise wasted energy. They're essentially spending money to run these flares. So why not make money off of it, right? So basically what you do is you get the natural gas and you power a Bitcoin miner, and you are able to use the natural gas, power a generator, which converts that gas into mechanical energy, which turns into electricity, which you can then use to power Bitcoin mining hardware. It's pretty crazy, honestly. Give me 1 second. So yeah, what do you guys think so far? Just like based off what I'm telling you right now, what do you guys think? It's pretty crazy, right? Yes, mining through flaring to be cleaner. It sounds far fetched, but burning gas through a generator is a lot cleaner than burning it straight out of the flare stack. Combusting it inside the chamber is cleaner than running it just an open flame. You can't argue that. Yeah, but I mean, the point is oil is going to be around anyways, and people have to flare, Frank. It doesn't matter. People have to flare. That's the only way you're going to pull the oil out. So if you can, reduce the amount of flaring, how is that not, cleaner energy? It is. That's my point. Mix some presentation. Yeah. This presentation I made a couple weeks ago now, but I remembered I had it, so that was definitely nice that I remembered that. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to the stocks, but I want you guys to be aware that you can mine Bitcoin using flared gas. It's not gimmicky. It's really not. There's really the only other way you could use it is if you use it to power the site, but that it's another source. I mean, I think hydro energy and solar energy obviously much cleaner, but as long as we use oil and gas, which we do, it is a feasible idea. So, yeah. You're not really saying much, Frank. Please give me some points instead of just calling it a gimmick. Zoom out daily on Mara. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's substantially dropped. It's at the 200 moving average. Oh, and it's oversold. Yeah, I think Mara could have a run honestly from here, but it's gotta come out of this range first. I think it might pull some people out on the downside and then run up, but we'll see. We'll see how it looks. Movie theaters have to run at 100% capacity for them to be profitable. I'm not really familiar with the movie theater business, so I know they buy the tapes, right? So how does AMC make money? AMC makes money from buying the master tapes from the production companies, and then they just sell the tickets and hopefully break even. Is that how that works? Someone who understands it better, please let me know. That particular town. Then more and more streaming solutions be sold for. Yeah, everything's moving online. Home theaters. Is there a trend for on Google Trends an increasing trend for home theater systems? I wonder. Yeah, home theaters are going to put theaters out of business probably. Yeah, Daniel, you get it. It's unused energy, so you have to flare. There's no way around it. So why not use that to do something productive? You know what I'm saying? So you get it. You're smart, Daniel. You get it. I didn't get it since. Hey, you still short biotech? Yeah. There's inflation fear. Yes. Inflation fear is talk of the town now. With the movie companies, so that's why all the concessions are so much. Yeah, for real. I thought it was always so expensive. The concessions were so expensive just because of the convenience, Like, they don't have to sell you candy, but if you want candy, well, we got some, but you're going to pay an arm and a leg for it. Thanks, Shoeless. Joe. Stable coins. I think stable coins let you trade without having to rely on the bank. So you can get a crypto denomination of your coin in the form of stable coin. like a USD coin, you could trade that pretty much whenever. You know what I mean? I haven't really looked too far into stablecoins. I also know there's ways to earn interest on your stablecoins. I personally have never done that, but I've heard of people getting like 7-8% interest on their stablecoin per year. Tickets pay for the movie, concessions pay the employees. Okay. Nice. That was very insightful. Thank you, Don. Don Cummings. Rain the Insane. You know, I did do a lot of this streaming. I actually had it for a few weeks, but I mean, I started to learn that people like these kind of streams. You know, you just talk about current events and just, you know, have a collective discussion with everyone. It's really nice. It's really like good to get people's opinions. But I appreciate the subscription, Rain. Thank you. Like, what if I did streams like this maybe like 2 to 3 times a week? Maybe twice a week. Depends. I don't know. I don't know yet. Because, I mean, some days there's just nothing happening, so it doesn't make sense to, you know, just, like, if, like, I don't want to go stock technicals every day because there's days where literally nothing happens at all. So there's really no point. You get what I'm saying? Possibly. I mean, people are still betting on Sensonics to go down. Sensonics has a lot of short interest right now. Days to cover is also going up. But I don't think it's quite yet in short squeeze territory. But like I said, Sensonics has a lot going for them. So if they want to keep shorting it, eventually they'll have to cover. And yeah. If they get that FDA approval also, that's going to be huge for them. But also, remember, news doesn't always affect the stock how you think it is. Investors could possibly wait for some revenue figures on that. Yeah, Tether has a lot of weird crap going on them. Like, there's this Twitter account that keeps track of all the Tether that gets issued. It keeps track of US dollar coin and Tether. And it's kind of weird because whenever USDC or US dollar coin gets issued, it's like not round numbers. It's like it's actually supposed to be tied to the amount of currency in circulation. But with Tether, they're just throwing out 50 billion, 30 billion, 5 billion, like just these perfectly round numbers. And it's almost like they're issuing the stable coin without, like, stable coins are supposed to be backed 1-to-1 with the dollar, and Tether's got something going on where it might not be tied to it 1-for-1 exactly. So that's the issue with Tether right now. I would preferably use US dollar coin just because it just seems more actually stable as a stable coin. They only have 3% of total USDT in reserves. Yeah, they got a lot of crap going on. John Carmona, your message got retracted, or did you do that? Live T-shirt. John Paul Investing live T-shirt? No way. You would actually get that? You live in Korea. What's the time difference in Korea? Like 12 hours, right? I'm Central Standard Time, Texas. So, yeah, I just did a death cross like a week ago. There's a large scam in Tether and it runs deep. Okay. Yeah, I just know something's going on there. Something. What? I mean, shoot. No one really knows exactly what's happening, you know? Can you guys see the chat box, by the way? Chat box. Let's always show messages. All the messages are going to stay on the screen. I'm going to set it that way, so that way anyone joining can see the messages. It runs deep. What are some interesting stocks? I have a list. I have to open my Robinhood. Yeah, the whole thing was green. Oh, I was looking at MicroStrategy. I feel like MicroStrategy is going to be a good one. Snapchat, Groupon, Jumia. How's Jumia doing? What do you guys think about Jumia stock? Yes, sir. Blue bonnets for life. 8:22 Tuesday morning. So you are 14 hours ahead. Wow. Wow. Nice. That is a huge difference. 14 hours ahead of me, Michael. Tony Madrano. You're in Houston? Hey, I'm with you, buddy. We're probably neighbors. Who knows? I'll see you later, Don Cummings. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I appreciate all your feedback and what you taught me about the movie industries, theater industry. It's very insightful. Hopefully it helped everyone involved, everyone in the stream. E2 View, I was looking at Solarius Pharmaceuticals, TBGY, IPOE. All the Chamath SPACs really got hit. SPACs in general got destroyed. I was thinking Goodrx too. Could have been a good one, but Goodrx also hasn't been doing too hot. I'm going to look over here. Yeah. Hey, I always follow you. You're awesome. Thank you, Umair. That's awesome. I'm glad that like you guys actually find enjoyment being on the channel and listening to what I have to say, and hopefully you guys can learn from me. Honestly, that means more than anything to me. So I really appreciate it, Umair. Thank you. GDRX. GoodRx is looking a bit oversold, huh? What do you guys think about GoodRx? I used to work in a pharmacy, and everyone would ask about GoodRx. So, I mean, I know they're relevant. I just don't know how sustainable their business model is when you have people like Amazon trying to compete with you. That's like the thing with GoodRx that's a little like wishy-washy with me. That's what I'm saying. Rain, exactly. Jumia, like, the African market is slept on. I think there's just like, there's too many people there with like improving infrastructure. Everyone's going to have a cell phone eventually. So like, yeah, huge potential. I agree. Stocks in my portfolio right now. I have two stocks right now in my portfolio. I've got Sensonics, Nano Dimension. I've got Bitcoin, and I'm trying to diversify and get some real estate at some point soon. I really want real estate right now, and those are going to be my biggest holdings until I get some more money. Like, really, the more money I get, the more I'm going to be able to buy more things. But yeah, at some point, I will be getting more stocks. But right now, my conviction is just absolutely too high on Nano Dimension and Sensonics. The risk to reward is like phenomenally disproportional on those two stocks. Again, those are like 3 to 5 year plays, by the way. So it's going to be pretty boring. But as long as I can make some money and keep buying some, then that's how it's going to be. But I will say that I get FOMO on the day trading sometimes. That like you know, you kind of get that feeling like, oh man, this looks like a bit overbought or oversold. Like the technicals just look really really good for, you know, to do like a short-term play. I do get fear missing out with that for sure. Like actual real estate, I wouldn't invest in anything like real estate investment trust or anything like that. Realty Income looks pretty good. That's the first REIT I ever looked at, and it's the most consistent one. So if you're gonna get anything, I guess my only recommendation is Realty Income, which is stock ticker O. They've been very consistent with dividends for a long time, and yeah, they're on a slow recovery, but I'm sure they'll recover back to their previous highs. Consistent dividends, all that. Yeah, exactly. Nothing's really going to happen. So that same mentality you got with Jumia, you got to apply it to Nano Dimension and Sensonics. Check stock. Which one's that? Check. CHEK. Check. What do they do? Check Capital? Is this like a financial institution of some kind? More upside. I think Sensonics has a bigger short-term upside than Nano Dimension. Nano Dimension, like, it's really unclear just how big their market can be, just because the better their technology gets, the more industries they can apply themselves to. So, in that, I mean, it's really hard to tell, but I think they're both really high. Sensonics has Dexcom as competition. They have got like a $30 or $40 billion market cap, and Sensonics is like what? I think 700 million in market cap right now, so they got a ton of upside. Nano Dimension's got $1.5 billion in market cap right now, and they've got, I mean, they're expecting to be able to sell thousands of machines in the future, and these machines are, you know, $500,000 a piece. So that is something to take note of. And that's also without adding the materials. So I think if they can mass produce stuff commercially and be able to use it, that's where Nano Dimension's really going to see that market cap swell. Colonoscopy camera. Okay. Why is it better than other colonoscopy cameras? Daniel, Sensonics owns a company called Eversense, which does implantable glucose monitors. So if people with diabetes or who are pre-diabetic who might have to use something like that, it's for those kinds of patients. Search BitGoats. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove that. Yeah, please don't advertise other channels on here, guys. Check cap. Used a check cap? No. I haven't. What's up, Richard? How are you doing? It's been a while. Caps let you swallow. Oh, I've seen that. Oh, dude, I know. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about now. I know I've seen that somewhere. Right. See, I think that's very interesting. It's a pill. It's a pill. That's crazy. I think that's wild. A pill with a camera on it that... But what happens if it flips? Does it have like a camera on both sides? I mean, I don't know. I mean, the idea sounds very cool though. Airbnb is gonna take over the world. Appreciate it, Richard. Sense is really good. Just need sales, but it's already going to be covered by their Swiss partner. Forgot the name. Yes, their Swiss partner. Are you talking about Essentia, the distributor that they got, the new one? David, thank you for the donation, David. I appreciate it. Nice. You should have asked me something. I appreciate it. You trying to flex? Look at the guns. Hey, I did start lifting weights, by the way. I'm like, maybe... This is my third week. Third week of lifting. I'm getting swole like I don't know, who's this? I'm Arnold back in the day. Let's go. Now Airbnb, I've used Airbnb multiple times. I really like Airbnb. It's really easy. to use. That's why I think it's really hard to compete with them. Like who is Airbnb's competition now? Hotels? I mean, people are looking for that hotel experience, so I think they can coexist, but Airbnb is going to pretty much take over everything else. Like it will take some market share away for sure. Not all of it, but I mean, I would say a pretty good portion of market share from hotels is going to go to Airbnb. I mean, everyone's going to need a hotel though. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what should I be looking at now? What's a stock I've not looked at in? Let's look at Roku. What do you guys think about Roku? I got a Roku in my house last year, and it's really nice. I like pretty much having all the streaming services in one place. VRBO. Haven't used it. What is VRBO? Verbo. I don't know what that is. So as far as Roku got hit too. Roku had a bounce on the 200 moving average. That's pretty nice. And it was oversold also on the RSI. So, I mean, doesn't look too bad. We're trading in the middle of this range, though. From this high to this low. So, you're pretty much in the middle right now. It's fair value. Fair value on Roku. No, Airbnb doesn't do pay by the hour. I don't think it would be lucrative for them at that point. Oh, oh, right, because if you're okay, Michael, can you tell me how I start training for a triathlon? From pretty much like I had previous history of being an athlete, but that was like years ago. I used to like do a lot of like gymnastics and like flips and stuff. Whatchamacallit? How do I start? Like, what do you? I think I heard that focusing on the running part is the hardest one, because once you get off of swimming and biking, your legs are like jello. So I think that's, I don't know. I heard that somewhere. Maybe you can guide me on that. That's awesome. I forgot that you were like a freaking athlete. You have like a superhuman heart. That's awesome. Brokers type company always have the upper hand. Uber has no cars. Airbnb has no hotels. Yeah, Amazon sells. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I see that. They have good margins because they don't have to. Well, actually, Amazon has pretty much no. Is Amazon profitable? I actually don't remember. They have a huge top line, but their bottom line is laughable, I believe. But that's just because they're growing so much. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. But not all companies have to operate as a broker. But yes, I see what you mean. TRCH. Torchlight Energy Resources. What kind of energy are these guys? So, how many people? We got 49 people in here right now. If you guys just tuned in, welcome to the live stream. We're just talking about all kinds of stocks really at this point, just how the market's acting, and general insight on any of the stocks we're talking about right now that we can name off the top of our head. We've got a lot of brains in here, a lot of smart people who do their due diligence, so you are in the right place. I know everyone in here is very diligent in how they approach this, so I have no doubts in everyone's ability here. We're all about preserving our wealth, guys. Metamaterials. What's another one? How about Chegg? How's Chegg doing? So are kids using less Chegg since they're studying from home for the most part? Or at least that's just how it was the last year. I mean, things are gonna have to open up eventually. You think Chegg is a buy right now? Let me know. I mean, I can't think of any competition for Chegg. As long as it doesn't break below these lows, I think we should be okay. It's below the 200 MA, but I'm not convinced it's going to go into a bear cycle right now. How can I how can we talk, Michael? Are you in my Patreon group? Or because if you are, then I could just message you on there on the Patreon group. Michael, we have to talk, really. I want to improve my health because what's the point of having all this money if you can't enjoy it because you're unhealthy? You know what I'm saying? So I guess this is a little side note here, guys. Yes, we're trying to like invest and preserve our wealth and stuff, but remember, if you don't have the health, you're not going to be able to enjoy it. So do that. Triathlon takes a lot of time. Okay. Macrobart company, the platform will help you trade and pay you immediately. You start investment. I don't get it, Benson. Macrobart company. Neo. I think Neo still has a lot to prove. I don't think it's a bad company, but I think the whole battery as a service could be flawed in nature. But I mean, China's a freaking powerful company, so I mean, what can you say? Meta is currently over the counter only. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured. Man, I wonder if I could still do a backflip. I probably could if I tried. I could probably do a backflip. That's easy. Can any of you guys do a backflip? Let me know. A freaking backflip. What's another company that I feel like looking at right now? MicroStrategy. We've got... What are some big companies that I was looking at? Maybe, nah, Upwork. Fiverr. We got... How's Shopify doing? Isn't Shopify supposed to be the greatest e-commerce company in the world? Besides Amazon? I mean, it's sideways. It's trending up, but it's sideways. Let me see. Shopify. It's another one. T2 Biosystems got smacked hard. Came here, breached for a second, and psych. T2 Biosystems looking a bit oversold now. Sitting at some support, so we'll see what happens here. Dead cat maybe? I don't know. Diffusion Pharmaceuticals. Same thing. All these stocks, they look the exact same. When you chart them, they all look the same. It's crazy. Backflip diving board. That counts. That's okay. That counts. Ugh. This chair I'm sitting in really sucks. I need one of those chiropractic mesh chairs. I really need one of those. Arrival. This is another EV company, right? Yeah. It's really hard for me to get into any EV company besides Tesla just because they are like the obvious winner right now. So, well, I mean, there's opportunity in the other ones. You know, it's less guaranteed than it is for Tesla. You know what I'm saying? They're getting the manufacturing down to like an art form at this point. So, we'll see how that goes. That's something Nano Dimension's also gonna have to get good is the manufacturing process. So hopefully they can just shell out these machines like crazy. How long have I been streaming? I don't even know anymore. We are an hour and a half into the stream. Yeah, I'm also working on finishing my real estate license. I'm probably like 40% of the way done. So if you're in Houston, you need a house, hit me up. I'll do all the comparative market analysis for you. Find you exactly what you want. All depends what you want, though. Arrival has a deal with Uber, okay, and UPS. So are they betting on? I don't know. I think they need more than that. Just having Uber and UPS, I don't think would be enough. I don't think it's bad though, but they've got to prove more. That proof of concept is crucial. All right. I have to go do some training on the bike. Nice. I went swimming yesterday. Got it. All right. I'll see you later, Michael. All good. Thank you for tuning into the stream, man. I appreciate it. Is David still in here? Dave, are you still listening? Ugh, my back. This chair is really uncomfortable, guys. Is that A-Ba? Oh, it's Brendan Huezo. What's up, dude? How you doing, Brendan? I'm going to bring up Dogalon just for you now that you're on here. Yeah, so I did some technical analysis for Brendan the other day. And I think it respected this line pretty well. But it started trending lower. It's facing some resistance again. So I would look for a break below 16 units. But yeah, it peaked up at like 300 almost. Like 244. That was pretty big movement there. Tattooed Chef. Tried it, didn't like it. Yeah, I haven't tried Tattoo Chef's food yet. Yeah, I mean, that's crucial. It's got to taste good. Food, it has to like hit your soul as soon as you eat it. Like it really has to, it's really got to touch your soul for it to be like a winner. Okay, so David's just listening to the stream. All right, I got you, David. What else should we look at? Let's look at SafeMoon. SafeMoon's another one of those altcoins. Okay, this isn't correct. Moon. Safe. Can you believe they made a SafeMoon and then they made a safer moon? How's Ethereum doing? Let's see how that's... Ethereum's making a little comeback too. Now, what is gold doing? Is gold gonna is gold gonna hit the hay? Let's look at gold Bitcoin. Okay, we're comparing gold to Bitcoin right now per ounce. So 1 ounce of gold gets you 0.05 Bitcoins, or around 5 million Satoshis, close to. Okay, I'm gonna have to ban this dude. He's banned. Kaz, you're banned. Kaz is banned. Out of here. With that promotional BS. Go find your own people. God. Appreciate it, Daniel. Yeah, he's repping Texas, your Weedham, Texas boys. That was cringy. But that's what it is. Welcome to Texas. We out here in Texas. Okay. So, gold Bitcoin, it's probably going to drop lower. I think this is good, obviously, because the lower this goes, the more valuable Bitcoin is versus gold. Yeah, man, this is... Yup. I see it happening, guys. Bitcoin could definitely have another run again. People don't see it coming, but that's the point. Ethereum. What are some other swap coins that people are looking at right now? Maker coin. I think that's like one of those. MKR. Maker USD. That one is honestly like very surprising how much this one is costing right now. Say the 23rd. Yeah, I was looking at this last night when it was like, I think it was like 3,000 when I looked at it, somewhere around here. Yeah, it's crazy. Maker. By the way, for disclosure, I have not touched this ever. Most of the altcoins I really haven't touched them. AMC short squeeze, I wouldn't bet on it. Or if you're willing to bet on the AMC short squeeze, I would just, that AMC short squeeze is purely speculation. It's not even trading. It's not investing. If you want to bet on it, just put where you're willing to lose. Especially if you're going to go and get any derivatives of any kind, options trading, like you're going to leverage yourself. Definitely don't put any more than you're willing to lose. Cardano, you want me to look at Cardano? Cardano dollar. Cardano dollar. Let's go on a daily. Let's zoom out. Yeah, Cardano had a nice bounce on the 100 moving average. We talked about this a little bit earlier. I still think it has to breach this high right here, though, and stay above it. Just because this is where we had some pretty significant resistance here. It was like a 20% drop, 30%. So we got to get past this right here. And we want to stay above this too. We don't want like a head and shoulders pattern forming. So we're just chilling. Cardano's chilling. I had a nice day today. Matic. What is Matic? Oh, that is a massive candlestick. That's what she said. 84%? Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty large movement there. Yeah, these altcoins, man, they'll run. If you can catch the altcoins, it'll run for sure. Yeah, oversold RSI, all of that. A whole bunch of convergence here. Matic. Wasn't there like a polka dot coin or something? Polka dot. Pokedex Pokemon coin. Something like that. I'm trying to think of some possibly lucrative stocks to own. Jumia is still like my favorite outside of the bunch. Outside of Nano Dimension and Sensonics, Jumia is my favorite. Scaling solution for Ethereum. Okay. Like, does it run off of Ethereum's chain some way, somehow? Like, is it one of those ERC20 token things? I don't really understand that. Let's look at some Forex pairs. Why not? Euro dollar. Some news events here. One is the FOMC meeting. I think that's in June, first week of June. Yeah, so Forex is really also a force to be reckoned with, because if you use leverage in Forex, it's going to eat you alive. 20 TRC20 network, almost $0 transactions. Okay, that sounds pretty promising. $0 transactions. Sounds very cheap. I still prefer proof of work though, but that's just me being biased. Okay, we got that going. Let's look at the pound dollar. Yeah, pound dollar also uptrending. I mean, the dollar is just getting eaten alive the last year. You think the dollar will see? You think the pound's going to see $1.72 for each dollar? Think we'll see a over $2 British pound? What do you guys think? Guys, let's look at the Kiwi dollar now. Yeah, I mean, everything's going to be appreciating against the dollar right now. Fed messed up. They printed too much. Printed too much dollars. Uses layer 2 sidechain to provide faster, cheaper transactions. So, okay, so using altcoins for cheaper transactions, what do you guys think about the Lightning Network that Bitcoin has right now? Layer 2 for Bitcoin. Bitcoin Layer 2. Lightning Network. You think it's feasible? So I've already looked at all of these. It's the dollar index. Yep. I wonder how long this arrow's been here. Probably not that long. I think I drew this maybe like a couple of months ago. I mean, it's going down. I guess I'll just move it forward. Shoulder, head, shoulders. DXY is getting, the dollar index is getting to a point of, this is where it's going to start to count. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it breaks below this. I'm probably going to be on the stream for a few more minutes, so if you guys have any questions, just ask away now, and we can get like a group discussion before the stream ends. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask anything, guys. There's no bad questions. I mean, subjectively, right? 462. .6%. Yeah, we got to see these interest rates fall more. Falling interest rate, everything's going to keep expanding. You know, I haven't really exactly figured out the best use case for the Lightning Network, just because, like you said, people are hodling. But the thing is, if they can use the Lightning Network channels, then they can channel Bitcoin without having to pay any fees for the most part. I mean, like negligible fees. Like, I think between like 1 and 10 Satoshis per transaction, like it's really negligible. Yeah, but for the most part, people are hodling. Anytime, Daniel. I'll be here. Make sure you subscribe to get notified when I actually post another live stream. Yeah, but for Lightning Network, it's just Lightning Network, I feel like, does what a lot of altcoins are trying to do, which is, you know, have fast transactions, pretty much non-existent fees, things like that. But at least on-chain, fees are what incentivizes the security. So also something to keep in mind. Good evening, baby's first reaction. I'm actually about to hop off, so if you have any questions, let me know. Oh yeah, for sure. I haven't sold any of my Bitcoin. I have not touched it. I'll see you later, Brendan. We can hit up Rocket League sometime later if you want. Okay, any last questions, guys? Because I'm gonna wrap this stream up now, pretty soon. So if you have anything to ask, let me know, and we'll talk about it before I hop off. Building credit, real estate, crypto or Bitcoin, growth stocks, interest rates. What do we talk about real quick? What do you think? Real estate, I think if you're going to buy real estate, just have good credit, make sure you pay your taxes, and buy it yourself. I don't know about like REITs and all that. So, already subscribed. Got it. Exit strategy for crypto is, there is no exit strategy. It is essentially buy and hodl, and whatever happens, it happens. But essentially, my exit strategy for crypto is using it as collateral for leveraging in the future. So my goal is to use whatever crypto I have right now, particularly Bitcoin, to take loans against it and, build a business, buy real estate, invest anywhere else where I can get some cash flows. That's my goal with Bitcoin. So yeah, I think the products for that are going to get better eventually in the future. So look out for that. But collateralized crypto is the exit strategy for me. Now, if for any reason the dollar went back onto like the gold standard or somehow went on the Bitcoin standard, then that would be very insane. But it would change how things work. If you had to choose between Bitcoin or Ethereum at the moment, what would you gamble on for a quick profit? For like strictly trading and speculating? Probably Bitcoin. Again, my biased opinion, just because I understand it a lot more than Ethereum. And I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. Quick profit. I mean, you could have bought Bitcoin yesterday at the dip for like $32,000. So that would have been a very ideal place to buy it. So yeah. Do I agree with Kathy Wood on Tesla to 3,000? I mean, if they keep growing their top line, 40-50% a year, I mean, and that those earnings start to move with it, there's no reason it wouldn't be worth $3,000 a share. Like if you bought Tesla, who's going to compete with you? You know what I'm saying? So you're going to pay a premium to buy Tesla later on. Yeah, I definitely can see Tesla going to 3,000 this year. Probably not. Probably not. In the next 3 to 5 years, maybe. In the next 10 years, I would say very likely. Very likely. Take on growth stocks for the remainder of the year. I think all of the growth stocks are going to move in tandem with each other in terms of price, but there's going to be some outliers in there because between all the growth stocks, no two growth stocks are going to have the same fundamentals. So I would say if you're looking at growth stocks, really do your research on the ones with the strongest fundamentals, being they have proof of concept already, they've got existing sales, they have consistent leadership in the company. People aren't going in and out of the business like all the time. Is it a really compelling product with little to no competition at all? Is it scalable? Things like that. That's what I would be worried about. Is if I'm putting my money in a growth stock, does it have the fundamentals to outlive the pretty much like a bear market? You know what I'm saying? Like, can it withhold all the selling pressure on it? Can it hold itself up? Strong fundamentals will help it hold itself up. Ethereum, yeah, Ethereum will probably have stronger movements, but I still, I don't know. I guess you can call me a maxi. I don't know. I have some altcoins, but that was before I bought Bitcoin in 2017. I have some like Kin token. I have some, what else do I have? I have Kin. I've got Kick token. I've got both of those. Those are probably worth a few $100 right now, but I don't remember how much I paid for those. It was 3 years ago, 4 almost. Robotaxis change everything. Bananas. Yeah. I think the $3,000 price target that Kathy Wood has on Tesla factors in the Robotaxi. If Robotaxi doesn't take off, I would say probably about half of that is where it would be. $1,500 to $2,000 a share, I think would make sense. But Robotaxi adds a whole different business model to Tesla that didn't exist. It adds a business into Tesla. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like a whole other revenue stream that didn't exist that now exists. So if they can get that working, that's what's going to happen to Tesla. So yeah. Something to watch. But okay, that is it, folks. I am going to link you guys. I'm going to leave a link here, guys. If you guys want to be able to talk to me literally whenever you want, go to the Patreon group and join. There, it comes with a Discord group where we interact all the time. I'm not on there as much as I'd like to be, but there's a bunch of people already in there that are talking about the stocks that we already talked about now. So if you guys want to be able to message me and talk to everyone else who's probably in this live stream right now, go to the Patreon group and join. We share our opinions, and if you guys have questions, well, we're able to answer you. So definitely check out the Patreon group. Any other questions before I get off? I'm probably gonna get off pretty much right now. I gotta go exercise, get the blood rolling. Alrighty, guys. Well, it was great having everyone join the stream. I appreciate everyone. Make sure you guys are already subscribed and you have the bell notification on to get notified when I post streams like this or when I have other videos out. I want to step away from making only Nano Dimension videos, but it's just really easy to make Nano Dimension videos just because they really have a lot going on, and they're honestly posting new stuff pretty frequently. But yeah, that is it